Pickaxe.
Reggie, I just sold my car online.
Let's go, Grandpa. Wait, you did?
Yep, on Carvana. Just put in the license plate, answered a few questions, got an offer in minutes. Easier than setting up that new digital picture frame.
You don't say.
Yeah, they're even picking it up tomorrow. Talk about fast.
Wow, way to go. So, about that picture frame.
Forget about it. Until Carvana makes one, I'm not interested.
Car selling made easy. On
Carvana.
pickup fees may apply.
The Subaru Share the Love event is on from November 20th to January 2nd. By the end of this event, Subaru and its retailers will have donated over $350 million to charity. When you purchase or lease a new vehicle during the 2025 Subaru Share the Love event, Subaru and its retailers will make a minimum $300 donation to charity. Visit Subaru.com/share to learn more.
BTW, FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustral implant, 68 milligrams radiopaque. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
Shit, it's my 69-month sub-anniversary.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's how we're starting the stream. All right.
Nice. All right. You got to appreciate this one because the next funny one is like 420 and that's going to take a while.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
you passed 6-7 already. So
I was gonna say, but I was like, should I even go there?
Are you allowed
But-
to? Are we?
Yeah. Am I?
Have we aged out of that bracket?
here's the thing. I first heard that joke
He
from
says
my
he's subscribed.
girlfriend's mother. So, oh, thank you. So like, I'm not sure if it's really a hip with the kids thing so much as a whoever's using TikTok the most.
Oh yeah, just a general brain rot thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I
probably
think
true.
the law has been for a while. By the time we're by the time we've heard about it, it has long since filtered through the school system and it's not cool anymore. So,
Mhm.
hi everybody out there, by the way. Hello.
Hello.
I haven't streamed or anything since the bet, so get it out of your system. Even the cashier
Yeah.
at a goddamn grocery store, Brandon.
Poor
I
Brandon.
had to explain it to him.
You jump scared him.
I was just walking by and he went, I'm like, okay. Well, Bree,
yep.
you're hosting this bad boy. So
I am. We will just hop right into it. Happy holidays, everybody. Hope you had a good season. And this is going to be our last extended rest this year. So if you didn't, at least you can like get all those vibes off and start over. That's what we're all trying to do. Okay. Does this count as a Jason Chin reveal?
if I had one, yeah. Like I have a chin. That's
You
one
have a
thing.
chin.
I do
You
have
have
a
a chin,
chin.
yeah.
I got a chin. It's in there. I don't
I got a
like this.
contour to get mine.
Yeah,
Like,
same.
yeah.
And put the lighting so the shadow hits to make it even more. You see when I go
I had
through-
to, Jason put up my light like where it was convenient. And then I was like, I have to move this light. No, convenience was not the right way to go. I need to fix this.
No.
All right. Welcome to Extended Rest, where we kick back, look back, and unpack everything our heroes have been through in the past month's episodes. Today, we'll be discussing episodes 29 through 32. Usually when there are 5 Mondays in a month, we end up skipping one, but we were kind of just so locked in. So we just kept posting. Let us know if you noticed that, by the way. Like if you expected us to skip a week or not. Like, I don't know. Did you guys arrange yourselves so that you were diagonal by hair or lack thereof? Oh no.
We did. Thank you for noticing that. Yeah, we did.
It's called the Great Balance. I just
I think
okay.
so,
Hold
yeah.
on. I just want to run it back. Okay. We started this call. All the women on this show and in public, I've noticed this, compliment each other constantly. It's like, oh, your hair
Yeah.
looks lovely. That top is wonderful. That fit is gorgeous.
women supporting women.
Yeah, and I have
I'm
had
a
to put
girl's
up
girl.
with your face is weird. You have no hair. What are you doing? Like,
You know what? That isn't
What have
very
you done?
nice. You're right. That isn't super considerate. I like your shirt, Jason.
And
That's
I
too
always
late.
think your
Let's just-
eyes are beautiful. I always
eyes
want to
are
comment
beautiful.
on it,
Yep.
but then
Thank
it gets
you.
weird because
Why is it weird? That's nice. That's a nice thing. Thank you.
Hi, Pupper.
Anywho.
Okay.
oh, Rudy.
So go ahead
Hello,
and grab your favorite drink
Pupper.
and let's relive Theria one episode at a time. Hi, I'm Brianna. I am running this group today. And let's start off with Susie.
I knew that was coming.
I
Oh.
told her it was
Oh.
coming.
Ugh.
It's like when I called Michael Mike one time, and we
Mike.
both looked at each other like,
Whoa.
nope. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I don't see any Susie here, but I'll introduce myself because I'm close enough.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hi, my name is Susan Spinader. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Nythera Rylith, the elven rogue, on Group Frostbourne.
And Ian.
Hey, I'm Ian. My pronouns are he, him, any, and I play Chimera on Frostbourne.
And last but certainly not least, because he is the dungeon master, Jason.
Hi everybody out there. I'm the dungeon master. I'm the guy who hosts the show.
So I wanted to we already discussed this in behind the scenes, but we are a few episodes ahead. We actually have a backlog. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit more detail oriented when it comes to the summaries this time around. I'm just looking at the chat. Sorry, I gotta stop looking. Everyone's just complimenting Jason now and he hates it.
Burns. It burns like holy water. I hate it.
Stop.
So the first episode we are going to talk about is episode 29, Beyond the Pale. After the group is able to confirm that Chimera is mostly okay post-werewolf attack, the group as a whole is just stretched completely thin. The Gearheart has been thrashed, which destroyed Ruby emotionally. And they're picking up on some rumors about a murder in the city, specifically the murder of a vampire. And as they gather information, it seems less like a random act of violence and reads more like a message. At breakfast, Nythera learns that the victim name was Zira, who was her lover from their last stay, and shuts down a patron who dismisses the murder as meaningless because the victim was a vampire, which is something we're going to see continuing with that general socio-political issue. While searching for the missing children, the party discovers a safe house that they were in that was abandoned and bloodstained. Nythera later encounters Thane the Silver Fox investigating the site, who claims to be tracking werewolves and confirms the children were alive at least a week ago. And then that night, they are relieved to find the kids at Bonzo's Dark, but Chet is looking a bit drawly.
What
So
a way
I
to
have-
end it.
That was such a good, like, just them dancing on. For some reason, I picture Bonzo's Dark like the bronze from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh, yes.
Right? It's got that like, and whenever they would pan over to them dancing, it was just like a dark room, and like I don't know. That's
Do we have
that's
the
what I
balcony to
pictured.
look from above, too? Yeah.
Yeah.
The older I get, the more I look back on the bronze and think from a business
No.
perspective, it's like, what an unprofitable business. What a terrible you can't sell alcohol, so you're
Because
selling
there's
to
minors.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who have no fucking money. The place is always getting trashed, so they have to repair it constantly.
And how
isn't
many
it an
people
old
died
boiler
there?
room? Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of people
Why
died
does it
in the
look
bronze.
like
yeah.
a Freddy Krueger dream sequence, and especially the balcony? Oh, the balcony
Yes.
especially.
Yeah. Also, you can't
Anyway.
trust teenagers unattended with a balcony. I know that. I
No.
was a teenager once. You can't
Yeah.
do that. They wouldn't just stand there and watch people on the dance floor. That is not true.
Yeah.
They would pee off
Okay.
of it.
Exactly.
They would pee off of it.
Yes.
Someone would.
I'd be a little gargoyle.
Mhm.
So, okay, I have some questions. Susan, last time Nythera was in Nesterholt, she kind of had like a brief interlude of intimacy that she kind of allowed herself to have. And definitely at the time, it seemed like more of a fling than an
Mhm.
emotional investment. I think you tried to make that really clear.
Yes.
given that, how did Zero's death affect her? Had there been a part of her that was kind of looking forward to continuing where they left off if she had run into him again, or?
Yeah, I think there was like an open invitation almost. Like, we're not ending this on a weird note. I didn't leave straight in the morning. It's just she didn't like treat it like it was a one night stand, but it wasn't like you didn't even see me leave. It was they got breakfast together the next day and they enjoyed each other's company and they both understood the what this relationship was. At least I hope they did. I hope Sierra didn't invest too much into it because Nythera was very clear. um,
Men
but
never misread signals, so
yeah,
I'm sure it was fine.
yeah. But I think I said it in the episode because I was trying to like, it's very complicated for her to find out that he died because while it was a one night stand and it was a fling, there's still like, she had to open herself up to this intimacy and allow herself to let him in some level because it's been 11 years. So there's just some opening of emotion. So it's very complicated to know that this man that she had a connection with was then part of a political statement killing. Like, and he doesn't deserve that. He was a very nice man, and like, why are they targeting him? And so it's just hitting like, hey, I'm not in love by any means, but also fuck whoever did this.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you have to be in love to at least be offended by the very concept of like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah,
A
we
hate
killed him
crime?
because
Yeah.
it's hate.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
it is. I hate to like draw a corollary between real life and this, but like in that world, it would be right. It's like, oh, you're
Yeah.
different, die. You know what I mean? Considering the vampires only have a tenuous foothold in the city. They are very much treated as other.
Right.
Yeah. And I think Nythera has always been because her roots is like she started killing because of Xan and Carter. So any people being treated as other, she would kill humans. So this is like harkening to that. Like, oh, he's seen as other, that's why he was killed. And also I opened up to you emotionally. We shared this tenuous connection. So not only is it like
We fucked bad. Like,
yeah. Yeah.
we
I mean, I think it was a decent. I think we rolled pretty average, but
It's pretty good.
we fucked fine.
The dancing
Yeah, it
was
was
bad.
fine.
The dancing was bad. The
The
important
date was
stuff,
bad.
just fine. It was fine.
I think
It's
I
like even-
spent a re-roll on it because I'm like, this can't be bad for
did,
first
yeah.
time after 11 years.
Yeah.
But you know, it's like even average pizza is good pizza. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's good. It was fun.
Jason, from a DM's perspective, how deliberate was it that Zero's murder happened like off screen? And why, like, one of the other things I'm curious about, if you can tell us like a little,
Sure.
how, like, is Zera involved politically with the vampires, or was he just like, we didn't get to know him very well. We know his home from a couple episodes in the future, but we don't know him. So why Zera? Was it mostly because of his connection to Nythera, or?
So okay. It's so cliche, but like you're never going to plan for what the party does, right? So when they arrive in Esterholt, their situation is so different from when they decide to leave and go up into the Black Rock Mountains and then come back, right? And then that situation is way changed because there's NPCs working on their behalf around the clock for 2 weeks while they're gone, right? So Zera probably wouldn't have gotten involved if the stuff with Nythera didn't happen, because, and I can't say too much without spoiling because they're still kind of investigating things, but it's butterfly effect stuff because they kind of got involved in Bonzo's Dark, because Nythera and him got involved. Zera is part of that community and a pretty solid pillar. I wouldn't say he's super political or religious or anything like that, but he does get around. That's why he was being followed and being written about and stuff like that. So,
Oh yeah, I forgot about him being followed.
I was fully ready for them to leave Esterholt and just go and not come back. And we've definitely gotten to explore Esterholt, and we're still kind of doing it. There's a fucking arc coming up in January, the first 3 episodes of the year. Guys, we didn't plan it out this way, but it just happened. God damn, dude. If you think this year's content has been good, if this is what we're pumping out starting in January, like it's so good. So good. That's why Jasper's not here today. He will not be on the show anymore. But wait till you see
And that's why
how.
it's good. No,
That's what I was
no.
gonna say.
That's a joke. Jasper's in France with
Jasper is in
family.
France.
So
And while I was writing up the episodes, I realized that Ruby, like, she's a solid presence, but she actually doesn't do much in these episodes, like interpersonally. And I'm like, did Jasper fucking plan this ahead of time? Like, did he? Because he's the one who, like, he does the whole grand schedule for our episodes. He'll be like, this one's getting posted this day, this one's getting posted this day. And I'm like, did he take a step back for 3 episodes just to prepare for his trip to France? Holy fucking shit. She was focused on she was very focused on the gear heart, which we will get to.
Yeah.
But like, she wasn't involved in like role play scenes, which is interesting. Okay, let's talk about Thane real quick before we move on to the next episode.
Well,
nope.
I think there's a question I'm going to scroll back for it. I'm just going to address real
yes.
quick. With elves, Pajama Party said, with elves and vamps both being long-lived, would that have factored into the relationship? And yes, that definitely factored into the relationship for Nythera.
Yeah.
You
Because
said that
everyone
at the
feels
start.
so young to her.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
It gets a little DiCaprio eventually when, like,
Yes.
you know what I mean? And like, good for him. No, look, good for him. Whatever. If everyone's consenting, that's awesome. But the older you get, it's like, I only pick up women who are 25 or 30 years my junior.
Right.
It's like, okay, but 18 though, right? Okay, you know what? Low bar in Hollywood. Excellent job. But imagine you're in your hundreds and someone in their 30s comes up to you. Like, what's that gotta feel like? It's like, okay, you know how the internet kind of ages everybody because we're constantly getting stuff. That's like if Ian started dating somebody and like the person he's dating, like they're doing the 6'7" meme and he's referencing Ken I Has Cheeseburger. Like it feels that old. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, you know, it's like, well, llamas with hats, right, guys? And it's like, all right. You know,
Do you mean
Newgrounds? Remember Newgrounds?
Newgrounds?
Yeah.
Oh.
I too remember 9/11.
Like,
That's the old funny number. That was the funny number when we were growing up.
Right.
9/11. Like how you kids have your 6s and 7s.
I thought I
Your
was
base.
69, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I thought so too. You guys laughed at different stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we're getting a bunch of them now. It's like Happy Tree
Happy
Friends,
Tree
Salad
Oh,
Fingers.
salad fingers.
Oh
Jesus.
my God.
Yeah,
Any
I
of
saw
those
myself.
women
Yeah, I saw myself age on camera actually just now. It was crazy.
Sorry, I just used you as an example, but like any one of us, like I'm older than you, so like, you know.
All right, Thane Silver Fox. He entered the picture in this episode. As a player, Susan was clearly suspicious right away. While I think Ian, though he wasn't in that scene where Thane was introduced, was already
I was there. I think.
convinced. Were you there? I thought so, but I
He was
wasn't
outside the
positive.
door, and then
Yeah.
he stepped out, and then everybody saw him.
The point is,
Yeah.
you were on team fuck
Yeah.
Thane, but like
Yeah.
a different team than Nythera was at the same time. Like you were both on team fuck Thane, but different teams at the same
Different
time.
Can we use
versions,
the same hashtag for t-shirts, but like different
Yeah.
fonts so we know? Like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
How much of this was player motivated versus character motivated, given the next couple of episodes? How do you feel? And Jason, I'm going to throw your question in here. When introducing Thane, were you expecting these reactions? Because sometimes it does feel like you know the cast well enough to like predict these sort of things and actively plan for them, which I think is an undervalued skill of a good
Yes.
game master.
Yeah.
So like, is that when those two reactions came up, were you like, yes, just as planned?
I think you hope, right? And Thane's one of those guys. He's an NPC that, like, when he shows up, there's a specific tone, voice, act, the way they act, that I know it's going to get a reaction because he's kind of a pompous douche. Not necessarily unwarranted. Like, I'm sure the party comes off as pompous douchebags, like sometimes. You're telling me some interactions with like Logren, like if you're just a merchant, it's like, this guy's kind of a dick, but all right. Like, you know, like.
We'll get to one of those later, actually, because he is kind of a dick.
But I genuinely think that that's the best case scenario is just reactions. Whether you like him or hate him, it's like, good, that's good. That I could build off of a reaction. If you feel something, that's great. And God, I learned that lesson all the way back with like Ian in Arc 1. Not the
That's
person,
confusing for people who are only listening. Yeah.
Well,
There's another Ian.
Yeah. Almost 14 years ago, guys. It's a long time ago. Yeah, that's right. I regularly visited Ken I Has Cheeseburger during the first arc of that ship. That's right.
Gonna watch me masturbate. We used to use every part of the meme.
Yeah.
So, Susan and Ian, how much in character and out of character do you think your reactions to Thane were? Because I think that's interesting.
They were pretty spot on.
Yeah, I think I understand, but could you clarify for me what you mean by that?
Like, sometimes in the game, you'll be like, you'll react to something and then go, that's not what my character would do. But I feel like this time you guys were on the same page. You and your characters were both like, yes. But where did it originate from? Like, who felt it first? You know what I mean?
I understand. I understand.
Like, was it Chimera wants to fuck this guy, so Ian does too? Or was it Ian wants to fuck this guy, so Chimera does too?
I think, you kind of said it, Bree, and I'll just kind of piggyback off of that. But I think one of the things that you do really well, Jason, is you put things in our path that I think what our characters or what we as people are gonna like gravitate towards, and that is a sign of a really good dungeon master. And whether it's like characters like Thane or like inside jokes that we have, like you put things in our path that we're gonna stumble across that are gonna resonate with us, and yeah, I think
try.
And what you said it like you can only hope, but
right.
like
it's like,
but
have
you
you
do
ever
that
played
well.
like XCOM 2 and it's like this shot has a 98% chance of working and you still miss. It's like that's shit, fuck. Like, okay, like to see it visualized is different, but like that is what DMing is. It's like, okay, I am almost positive this is we're walking. Oh, we're walking. All right. Like sometimes it just happens,
Yeah, but yeah, to like get specific about your question, Brie, I think like as soon as Thane came on screen, I was like, oh yeah, there's this guy is placed here for us as a party to like, like this is a fun thing. This is something Jason knows that we're gonna react to, and I think immediately like it's fun as players. That is a character Chimera would want to fuck, like for sure, because he's like confident and cocky and doesn't give a shit about what people think about him and is kind of, like this is who I am, a bit extravagant, so like I think Chimera obviously is going to gravitate towards that, and I think that's only sort of supported because everybody else in the party goes ugh, like everyone goes ugh. So Chimera leans in and is like
I can fix him. Ugh.
yeah.
He's so good at that.
Dirty, this is yes, it has spoilers because we're talking about episodes, but we only
talk about the episodes that have been posted.
Yes, we only talk about the episodes that have been posted, and we're not like breaking down everything that happened in the episodes. It's more questions for stuff. You know what I mean? If that makes sense.
And Dustin, Dirty, look, The Rock. He gave this to me for.
Aw.
I told you,
nice.
I keep it right here.
I had a nice little conversation with Dustin, the Dirty, in the chat, because he was just
Dirty.
hanging out. He was like, I used to email him back and forth, I remember. And then he disappeared for a while. We have people coming back. And he was just on the Discord voice chat, and I'm just popping in every once in a while to say hi. And it was nice. It was really nice to hang out. Also, hello, Fit. Sorry, go right ahead. I interrupted.
I think unless you guys have anything else to talk about that episode, we can move on to Thrall Aboard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Or wait, no. Beyond the Pale, Thrall Aboard. Mileage may vary, and then Nothing But Trouble. Okay, Thrall Aboard.
Because we immediately start beating up on Chet.
Yeah. Deservedly so. So we pick up in Bonsa's Dark, and it's immediately clear that not everyone is in the same headspace over drinks and vampire-themed desserts, which I could tell Jasper put a lot of thought and care into, which is amazing. There's kind of a discussion about the socio-political situation in the city that we've already kind of touched upon, and Nythera proposes working with the vampires as part of the Stone Sunder plan. I believe this was also, I think Vetty was also the one who was the main connection to that group, but obviously Chet too. And basically Logren was hesitant, but agreed to go meet with them, making clear that nothing's guaranteed. Plans are made to meet at the church in the Gloaming District the next morning, and Ruby is going to stay behind and work on the gear cart. Deer cart. The deer cart. The deer cart, where they keep all their deer. So the final scenes in this episode I really liked because it reminds me, like, I like the low energy scenes to some degree. And Nythera revealed to Logren that Zero was the victim. And Ruby and Chimera kind of just have like a nice, almost aftercare scene. Not to make it sexual, but like there's like a comfort there in that shared silence. And they're all just kind of preparing for the next day. So first of all, speaking of that, Ian, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Ruby's presence is like a rock that Chimera needs to lean on sometimes, and this episode really highlighted that. What do you think of their relationship compared to the relationship he has with Nye and Logren? Can I call her Nye? Is that cool, Susan?
Call her Susan.
Cool, Suze? Is that cool, Susie?
Is that cool,
We call her
Susie?
Nye.
Just call Susie.
Because see, that's a nickname. You shorten it, and it makes sense because you don't want to say all of Nythera.
syllables. Yeah, exactly. I just didn't want to type it all out each time. But yeah, like we joke about it, but it feels like Logren and Nythera are kind of the parents, and then you two are the two like kids in that dynamic. But also the relationship between them is kind of vaguely sibling coded, the way that they take care of each other.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I that's by design. I think like when we talked a lot about this before we even started recording, like we talked a lot about sort of a found family nucleus, and that's kind of like that was an idea that we orbited and we wanted to like preserve throughout everything, and a lot of that is reflected in how we have that sort of like family dynamic where Nythera and Logren are they're parental. I don't want to say they're like the parents, but they are parental, I think, because their characters are older, mostly, and Ruby and Chimera are a lot closer in age, and they also have personalities that are a lot more like, ooh, let me try stuff, let me experiment stuff, let me get excited about this weird tangent that my brain is on, like I think that they bond really well in that way, and I absolutely think that Ruby helps to be an anchor for Chimera when he is pushing his limits, basically. You know what I mean? And I think he really needs that, and I think he really appreciates that too.
BTW FYI. Visit Nexplanon.com RN to learn about Nexplanon. It's an adjustable implant, 68 milligrams radio paid. Or ask your HCP IRL. Okay, TTYL.
By the time I hit my 50s, I'd learned a few things, like how family is precious, Work can always wait. And 99% of people over 50 already have the virus that causes shingles. Not everyone at risk will develop it, but I did. The painful, blistering rash disrupted my life for weeks. Don't learn about your shingles risk the hard way. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist today. Sponsored by GSK.
Yeah, like you can definitely see he's been pushing his limits for the last few episodes, like all the stuff with Kolgoth. Susan does so Nythera really wants to investigate Zira's murder. How much of that, like if you could give a percentage, is justice and closure? Like how much of it do you think is she's just pissed off because of a hate crime, which is totally valid, and she's pissed off because she really did like Zira as a friend, as like a lover, as whatever, and she didn't get to explore those emotions? Like what's the percentage either way?
I think that if this had happened and and they had no relationship, Zira and Nythera, I think there would still be some part of Nythera that would want to investigate it because it harkens to her very early roots, but I don't think it would be as much. I think that it's like 80% because she had that personal connection with him, and especially because when they were at breakfast the next day, he was a victim of like a slur, like someone calling him out at breakfast, and then that like triggered that for her already, and she's like, the fuck. Like
Right.
everybody, like we've seen way worse shit in this world. We went through a literal genocide. Come on, can't we just like stop ever? Like, and so I think that because of the personal connection, that's really what is driving it. Because she knew him personally. So I think if this had happened and it was just some random vampire, she'd be like, well, maybe, but we got other things to do. But now it's like, I got to kill somebody for killing him.
Yeah,
And
this is
I'm not
still
as young as I
personal.
used to be. So I'm going to involve my friends because I'm not going to make a rash decision that could fall on top of all of my friends again. Because I've been there, I've done that. I ruined my family doing that. So I'm going to get them involved.
I wanted to ask, like, was there a part of Susan out of character that was like, I'm gonna handle this by myself? And then
Yes.
that there was? I wasn't sure
Yeah.
because you did hide it from them for like an episode and a half, basically.
I thought about it. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if she just slipped away in the middle of the night and just killed? Like, I even thought it was Thane. Like, I thought it was before evidence came up. I was like,
That
why
is
don't she just killed him?
Good thing that evidence came up because
Right? It was him or the dude who was like putting out the racial
The
slurs at
podcaster,
breakfast.
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe just both of them. But then I was like, okay, Nythera is older and wiser than I am. She doesn't make rash decisions like I would. So I have to think about this, how an older woman who's lived a lot more life than I have. She's not some young person who just goes off the handle. She's learned her lessons and she's really learned them hard. Like, so she literally was cut off from her family for like 20 years because of the rash decisions she made. So she learned those lessons.
I think it's got to be one of the tougher things in roleplay. And I see people wanting to jump into it a lot. They want to play what's like, I'm a 150-year-old elf. It's like, okay, hold on a second. Like in Susan's case, it's like, play a character that is a century older than you. Like, really think about what that is and feels like and stuff. And I try to tell people who are just getting into it, it's like, play something a little bit closer to you so that you can stretch those roleplay chops and feel more comfortable in another character's skin, because you're probably not going to feel like you nailed it or got all out of it, because it's really tough to think about. It's like, if I were a century older, what does that even look like? What, like, you know what I mean?
That comes with more baggage than you can fathom.
Right. It's like 3 lifetimes worth of stuff almost crammed into, that's a lot. So it's, I think Susan's done a really good job of playing a character that, like, was it Noxus? It said that I find it hard to imagine Nythera doing anything rash. Everything seems premeditated. And I think that that's the hallmark of a character who has lived long enough to go, let's think through this. Like,
right.
Going off half-cocked is fun in the moment, but it leads to, look how things, them spending just a few days worth in the city. Yes, the kids have been running around for 2 weeks, but look how much they're embroiled in. There's the vampire stuff now. There's Zira. There's the person spying on Zira. There's the monster hunter. There's the 2 factions of paladins. And the longer they're there, that's not even counting what the kids got into. The longer they're there, they're stuck in a quagmire of other people's problems, and it's tougher to pull away and kind of just leave. It's like, and we're off to Fairbay, because they have a conscience.
That actually is a great segue into Jason. It's very, very clear in this episode and the following ones that you put a ton of thought into what the kids were doing in Esther Holt while the group was away. As a DM, how did you approach that balance of having them do enough to set up quest lines for when the group got back without them taking over the plot or making the party feel like they were railroaded?
Well, okay. You can't guess what I had to prepare for the fact that it's like, they might just go. They might just keep going. They have a car now. They could just, let's go to, but it became pretty clear they were going to come back, but 2 weeks had gone by. I never want the kids to feel like a crappy escort quest, a la like Resident Evil 4 or, something like that. Like, you have to put up with it. I want them to feel, but they're kids and they're impetuous and they don't have that century plus experience and wisdom, and they're going to mess up. They're going to get into stuff, but because they're trying things that the party might not, get involved with, they're going to find things the party necessarily wouldn't. And it's kind of fun to do that. I was ready for them to see the kids dancing, see Chet, and just go, all right, well, looks like they're taken care of. Someone took them in. All right, let's get out of here and let's go. Oh. That's the best we can hope for them. I genuinely was.
Really?
Especially Logren. I was just ready for it. Because Chet seems to be a lightning rod for if there's a fuck up in that party, it is Chet. 90% of the time. He is. I want to ask our chat, it's like, does he deserve it? Like, just in your opinion, like, does he deserve, like, it's like, fucking Chet. Like, Vetty doesn't get yelled at, and Aura does later, but Aura has to fuck up so hard.
Yeah.
That's fair, and we'll get to that.
Look how hard she had to fuck up. That's for next month, but...
I have a question for you, Jason.
Aura didn't fuck up.
We'll discuss that next month. But I do have a question for you, Jason, now that I'm thinking about it. Were you surprised by, because I remember that episode and you were like building up the wall because you were getting into Chet's character, and then we were all like, oh, I'm glad you're okay. This is the decision you had to make to be okay. And we were all like pretty chill about it.
Yeah.
Were you surprised?
Like, it seems like you made the right choice with the options that you had. Good job. Like,
yeah, because thinking about his character, he didn't think in the moment, right? And it's revealed, it's like, yeah, he got killed trying to help somebody else, and that was gonna happen eventually. And now he has this big choice to make and everything, and he's trying to figure it out. But I mean, I was more worried about Jameson. I was ready for Logren to, it's like, all right, here we go. And Chet was ready for it too. Like, seeing you guys, it's like, all right, here we go. I'm gonna get yelled at. This is, like, I just felt it coming. But yeah, it was weird that you guys were just so, it's like, well, not good job, but like, that's probably the best
did what
option.
You had to. Yeah.
Fucked up the least in that situation. That was,
Yeah, you did. Maybe Bree already said this, but you worked with what you had. Right. You were resourceful. You did what you could with what you had. You
were not in the optimal circumstance, so here you are.
Exactly. Like, hey, welcome to Frostbourne. Welcome to.
You are not in the optimal circumstance. Might as well be the tagline of the show, right?
Yes, exactly so. Yeah, and you did okay. All right, you still survived. Hey, awesome.
Yeah, none of us have a high horse to be on here. Like, we've all super fucked up to be here.
Exactly. It is fun to dogpile on Chet, though.
Yes.
It is. And Mark in the chat said it. It's like, Chet's someone we've all met. It doesn't need to deserve it for it to feel appropriate. Like, there has to be a lightning rod in the group. It just feels, But
Yeah.
I wonder if you guys would have been as chill with it if you didn't have the little Black Rock Mountain quest where you dispose of a body and kill. You know what I mean? Would you feel a little more high horsey, I guess, is the question.
Yeah, that's a good question, because the honest answer is I don't know, because we only had what we had, so
Yeah.
Right.
I couldn't tell you, but yeah, I like how it panned out. Like, I like the way it panned out. Have we in these last couple episodes, aside from what you just said, have we done anything that has surprised you, Jason?
A couple of things, actually. Yeah, I think so. Trying to think of what was posted this month. I don't want to give anything away.
Right. Yeah.
So do you want to go into the next episode, and then we'll see if anything in that episode surprised you?
I'll save that a bit.
Perfect.
Like, I know we got two more to talk
we'll
about.
Add that to the questions. The next, maybe that should just be a question for every episode. Is like, Jason, what surprised you the most?
Yeah.
I try not to be repetitive, but like that is probably always applicable. So
We're
All right.
right
Always
in the
us,
middle of recording the third episode for January. And
Yeah.
there's been a lot that surprised me about January's content. Like, a lot. Like, I feel like we
I haven't even gotten to it yet. So you guys keep hinting at things, and
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
I don't know what's
Oh
happening.
no! I thought you were filled in, Brie. Oh no!
Oh
Oh,
God.
that's why we haven't mentioned it.
No,
yet.
no.
You'll see. You'll see.
There's
You'll
some
come get
big
me.
stuff. Oh yeah, you'll see.
Oh no, I'm gonna be sending Jason some
Oh
fucking
right!
Facebook messages.
Oh right! I just remembered that too.
Oh no!
yeah.
Wait, what's gonna happen?
There's
Wait,
something
who?
You'll see.
specifically for you, Brie.
Yeah. You'll know. You will know.
No. Okay.
Okay, before we go any further, and we're kind of bagging on Bree just a little bit. I love you, Bree. Bree went to visit Jamie. You remember that behind the scenes we had where I was telling you how Bree's gaslighting me about her driving, and like she made fun of me for like waking up because she hit the dividing line with a you fell asleep strips and stuff like that? Jamie messaged me, and Jamie doesn't message me too often, but her message was, how have you guys survived this long with Bree driving? Because
Oh no!
Jamie said it so much more harshly than
Oh God.
I drove Jamie and Evie and Ellie to the doctor's office. It was 15 minutes there, 15 minutes back. And I got razzed so hard the entire
Oh
time.
my God.
And I didn't think I was doing it. I was like, what am I doing wrong? I thought I was doing a good job.
There's an old George Carlin joke, but Bree drives like a blind woman, and there's a tapping cane on the bumper on either side of the car, and she's trying to feel for where she's going. That's what it feels like in the passenger seat.
I tend to overcorrect.
You ever see someone drive in a movie? Bree just does that. But
Oh.
All right. Next episode, mileage may vary. Like a car.
Speaking of driving,
Segues. The party starts their day by breaking up like they had agreed on. Ruby stays behind to work on the gear heart, and the rest of the group goes to the gloaming quarter to meet up with the vampires. On their way, they have a run-in with Thane, who drops a corpse on their car. Logren is pretty much over it when it comes to Thane. Chimera is flirting real hard, and Nythera is just outright annoyed. Once they reach the gloaming quarter, they discover that the vampire leadership is fractured. They learn that while the vampires are being asked to defend the city, they're denied basic rights and are forbidden from investigating the murders of their own people. As a result, two distinct sides have appeared, and the group ends up speaking with Mother Duskward while avoiding the other group entirely by her request. While discussing the situation, they agree to investigate Zira's murder, which they were already going to do, but shush. So they're able to gain favor, and they are able to get the vampires on their side for the plans they are currently making regarding Stone Sunder. As they leave, because they go through the hidden exit to avoid the opposing vampire leadership, Nythera drops the revelation that she has direct ties to Drow nobility, which somehow never came up. Right after that,
Right.
yeah, what part of that? So after that, it's also revealed to Chimera by Aura
Chimera.
that Chimera
Yep.
by Aura that he is being hunted by a gang that wants his warlock abilities. And Esther Holt's, and last but not least, before we close out the episode, Esther Holt's gates are closed because there's a Minotaur army gathering outside. So, that was like the last 5 minutes of the episode.
Speaking of being surprised, what was the most surprising thing? The last 5 minutes.
Mhm. Yeah, that was a whirlwind episode at the end.
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah,
what's
you
going
guys, that had a lot of info right at the end. So, Jason, did anything surprise you that they did in this episode with Mother Duskboard?
on?
I'm genuinely shocked they didn't talk to the opposing
The other
set
side?
of vampires. I'm
Mm.
genuinely because it feels like a group, specifically Logren, but always looking for a better deal. So it's like, well, let's see what the opposing side is offering, and then we can, you know what I mean? But they just kind of took them at their word, which isn't a good or bad thing. It's just, I think it's because there are so many other pressing things that it's like, you know what? Let's not talk to the other side, because if they give us a good argument for things, now we have another decision to make and another. It's like,
Yeah.
we're good. It's fine. It's all good.
Mhm.
And theoretically, based on how Logren wants to handle this, it seems like they talk to the side that aligns with his ways of handling the situation versus
Yeah.
the
Mhm.
other side, which I did have a question about that. But first, I'm pretty sure I know the answer because I think I was there when you guys, I wasn't in the call, but were the Nythera family connections discussed ahead of time? And what was that discussion like?
Yes. Jason and I had a chat, and he was like, okay, I have 16 tabs open. I'm ready to discuss the family tree in detail. And I'm just like, well, I just want this little branch here. Yeah.
It was a lot less painful. It was a lot less painful than I figured it was going to be.
Yeah.
I was ready. Same thing when I sat down with Chimera, because we were talking about Kolgoth, and it's like, all right, let's hash this out. Oh, all right, we agree. Like, that was it. And I think we met up an hour before the session. It's like, we still got 48 minutes. Like,
I'm gonna go get a sandwich.
yeah. Do in this world, Nythera's family tree is comically large, but that's because we're focusing on a character who's been alive longer than a century,
Yeah.
right? So I don't think that's ridiculous. Would it be considered racist if someone's like, you must know someone in the Drow community? It's like, oh, we're all related, like that kind of thing? So it never came up? Or is it just like, oh, I know, because why would you have to speak with Drow otherwise, right? Like,
Right. And I think it came up when they were when they first met the Minotaur. Oh yeah, I think I have a connection there. But then a king was killed, and then some guy they were with was killed, and then they were under investigation for murder, and then they had built the gear heart, and then they were attacked by a werewolf. It just didn't come up.
Stuff keeps happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You keep putting these guys in situations.
And I think what had happened was during that meeting, there was a talk about, oh, we could do diplomacy with the Drow. I think that's when a Nythera was like, oh yeah, Drow. My son married into
My son,
nobility.
yeah.
I know them.
Yeah. This might be super helpful for our conversations going forward. I don't know.
Is it kind of the reverse of the old person, why don't you ever write? But because you're on the road all the time, it's like, I should really write my son. Is it that kind of thing?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. And she does have her other son, Sorrel, keeps in touch. He's like the information guild. He keeps in touch with the whole family. So she'd have to get in touch with Sorrel, who would get in touch with all of them.
Aw.
So
Mhm.
Is
Oh,
it just like a
speaking of which-
newsletter? Or is it
Yeah.
specific? Oh, okay, cool.
and that's
They're big
Lisa's
families
father
in
by
real
the way.
life.
Lisa's
Yeah.
character's father.
I thought
The
you meant
fa-
Lisa's
it's like-
actual father.
No.
It's like,
It's
"What?
a-
He's
it's-
joining the cast? Awesome.
It's a podcast, but it's just localized for Nythera's family.
Jason, I'm not sure if you've noticed this, but this is actually the second group you've created with a fracture specifically over how much violence is necessary to reach certain goals. The first being the Paladins. Is this something that you plan to kind of hold a mirror up to Frostbourne itself in a thematic overlay? Or is it just something that's been on your mind that is popping up in the game as a result? I told you I was really excited for this one.
Okay, look. Okay.
I thought I came up with some really good questions, and this is one of the, because like obviously the Temple of Cord stuff, it has a lot of baggage, especially with how long the show's been running, which characters have played people from Temple of Cord, how they behaved when they were playing Temple of, like Una was very violent, and then it makes sense that her character would continue down that line historically. So that two branch makes sense. And then the vampires, though, that was organic to you. Like you decided one of the vampire factions is going to be more violent than the other, and that's the primary disagreement between the two factions. What inspired that? Like, what are you thinking? What's going on in that noggin?
Hello, I'm Diane Morgan. If you know who I am, you know who I am. If you don't, who cares? I'm here to explain Italian Time, a holiday phenomenon where Italians throw away their clocks and gather for eternity with San Pellegrino. I've been at this party so long that I've eaten 5 courses, hugged someone's grandma twice, and been offered a job in the family restaurant. So this holiday season, make sure to bring enough San Pellegrino to last you through the meal, the after meal, and the entire goodbye ritual. San Pellegrino, holiday on Italian Time.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best-fit candidates to apply, so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Look, okay, so there's a couple of things I want to improve upon in the new year. One, there's stuff coming back to Patreon that hasn't been around for a while, so I want to cover things like the Paladins. I want to, I'm working on something really special for that, but it's a lot of effort, so like it's coming in January. Bree's seen like a tiny little bit of it, so like it's a new thing for me.
It's really cool.
I accidentally offended someone the other day while we were streaming. It's like PG4, something like that. And I had said something because I am a 55-gallon drum of trying to forget what's going on in the real world right now. But I'm rusty and I leak sometimes and I say things that I do believe, but I get it. It's escapism. So like I'm trying not to let the real world bleed into what I make and what I say and stuff because it's not fun. But in a game like D&D, violence is going to be the nexus point for a lot of conflict because that is the main gameplay mechanic, violence. There is talking and fighting. Those are the two main things. Fighting and basically everything else. If you want to go hunt, if you want to go sew something, if you want to forge something, that's this half of the game. Violence is the other half. But I do want things to be more complicated than hit, thing, or don't, right? And you could definitely see where the vampires are coming from on that side. But much like in the 60s, if someone resorts to violence, there's a good case to be made. It's like, oh, that's what they already think of us. So if you're going to resort to violence, then you're fulfilling a stereotype. Then not to compare it for the civil rights movement, but it's kind of the same thing of, and on the Paladin side is, well, how much of a stern hand does it take to govern people? How much, when are you taking safety away for freedom or vice versa? I'm trying, and it's a really tough, it's really, really tough ground to walk because I don't want to make light of it. And I also don't want to make it too grandiose it's like, well, I'm writing something just as important as Malcolm X. And it's like, nope, you're not doing that.
Nope.
So
right.
it's tough.
It's tough, like, to be a storyteller sometimes when things are fucked up, because it's like, well, things being fucked up is kind of the crux of a story.
Right.
I remember, so quick aside, I remember when we first did group Firebrand, and I was really nervous to be on that group because basically that group was, hey, you're going to be a police officer right now in the year of our Lord 2022. Though. Exactly. But like, I was so nervous about it. And I talked to you about it several times. I'd like to ask Ian and Susan, how do you feel about the kind of like overt, but not trying to be one-to-one, but when you're telling a story about a group of people, these kind of things come up. How do you feel about when there are comparisons to real life things like that, and when there are groups that kind of do echo groups in real life?
Yeah,
Sorry, that's a heavy one.
Go ahead.
Go. I think, I mean, for me personally, it's not something that I mind or that I shy away from. And I think in our game, when those comparisons come up, I think that they're done with a lot of thought and a lot of consideration. And they're meant to make the story interesting through conflict, you know? And I always hope that, just like in real life, that we fall on the right side of that. And that's what I aspire to personally as a human being, and that's what I make characters to do, because that's my escapism, you know? Like, wouldn't it be nice to always be right and correct and, and on the right side of everything, you know?
Oh man, I try to do that in real life and it drives me absolutely insane. So
Yeah. But yeah, I think there's a lot of I think there's a lot of thought and consideration that goes into those conflicts that happen. And you know, one of my favorite I'll try to be succinct about this because I can always feel my brain like going off on a tangent. But one of my favorite things, like shows, is Andor season 2 specifically. I don't know if any of you have seen it, but that parallels a lot of, in fiction, that parallels a lot of the things that are happening and events that are happening in our real world. And that's why it resonated with people so strongly, because people were like, oh my God, I see what's going on in the show, and I feel what's going on in our real world. I see that side by side. And it wasn't that the show was designed to reflect that those real world situations, but the show was designed to tell a story that is an anti-fascist story. And because of that, because what we're seeing in real life is actual fascism in our government, in our world, like because it is a general anti-fascist story, those things are reflected because we see them. And it's not because they're meant to draw immediate parallel, but they are drawn an immediate parallel just because they exist at the same time.
Right.
So I think that is a good approach, and I think that we try and approach that in our game, is like we're trying to tell a story of, you know, a general story of like what it looks like for oppression, what it looks like for these themes, and not like, hey, this is exactly 1-to-1 what's happening. And the reason why it feels very connected is because we do see those things. We do see like actual oppression happening in our country and on our news and stuff like that. So I hope that makes sense.
That makes perfect sense.
It does.
Two quick things. It's not just new things that are being made. Retroactively, movies and TV shows and books and things like that become controversial over time. And sometimes that's just the public moving forward. Certain words we don't use anymore, you know, and it's stuff that's as recent as 15, 20 years ago. We started watching like Always Sunny in Philadelphia and stuff like that. I was sharing it, and there's words in that is like, but it's fine because those characters are awful and they're not painted as morally gray. They're all awful but like movies like Indiana Jones are political for people now, when beating up Nazis just used to be like, we all agreed. We don't all agree on that anymore.
To beat up. Yeah.
Movies like Outbreak, they're trying to outrun a global pandemic and find a cure for something. That's political now. Like, there's so many things that retroactively, no matter what you do, if you say anything, it's going to tie into something, because you are a reflection of what you've experienced and what, you know, it just is.
And even and to go on that, like retroactively, these old things, this has been a through line for the show since the beginning, that there has been a sense of the not underclass, but is there justice for the little guy? Because it's always Zan and Carter, and then like the slave revolts, and just like that has been a part of Theria since 126 years ago. So it's just always going. I like, yes, it is relevant, and it is. Like it because I can identify with it in real life, and my fantasy character could do things that I can't do, which is cool.
Right.
But it's always been something that Jason has
Exactly. Yeah.
built into Theria. That is, it's yes, it is very relevant now, but it's always been let's try to do the right thing, guys.
Because I think that's always relevant.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I wanted to like highlight. Like, I do think it's cool to just have these conversations in general. And I was very interested about how you guys felt about being in such a relevant story. Cause like, again, I got like paralyzed when I was in Firebrand, because I was like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with the subject matter. I don't think I can handle it, that kind of thing. But
And I think that's why that group didn't end up doing much. Not because of you, but because I think everyone was kind of walking on eggshells. And I think that group got pushed around more than anything.
I think Kelsey felt the same way. I don't want to speak for them, but I do think Kelsey felt the same way. And then that's 50% of the group.
I think we're very lucky in that we have another goal. Our goal isn't to solve the problems of Esther Holt, as yours was to solve the problems of Brian.
Yeah.
Ours is to go off somewhere else and do something else. Like, we are experience it, but we don't have to fix anything. Like, we could try, but we don't have to.
I also think just one last like chunky thought. It's going to be a bit of a tangent. I think us not be, I'd like to think, let's say this next year, we're going to social media school. We're going to be doing all kinds of new things. We're going to be pushing, let's say the show explodes for whatever reason. I don't want to not do what we do because there's more eyes on us and we might offend somebody. Not because I think what we're doing is offensive, but because sometimes people just don't want to think about that kind of thing.
Right.
Like, this is not a swing against Dimension 20 or Critical Role, but they don't want to tackle stuff like that because it's a big, broad audience. And people, like, it's not the kind of story you do in an arena full of people, right? It's a bit more nuanced and kind of slow burning. And I think if it makes someone out there just think about stuff, like even if it's tackling a problem from a different viewpoint or whatever, and it kind of makes you, it's like, oh shit, I never thought of it that way.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think that's kind of
cool. I completely agree. And like, media literacy is at an all-time low. There's kind of this puritanical pushback in fandoms right now that's kind of fucked up. Like, I think it's good that we're still telling nuanced stories, interesting nuanced stories. So
because I think it's just fun too. I think it's media. I think it's I want you guys to make decisions like that and change the world in different ways. And I don't think I could tell a story without that kind of stuff in it, because I don't know, what story would you tell? To me, it's just, like treasure and loot and XP and stuff, all that's really fun. But like, watching you guys have done some of your best work this year. Seriously, like all of you, like really good. And Homefront's starting to get into it too. And I want to slowly get everybody back in, and I am going to run them on this weird moral treadmill thing. Each group I add, they're going to get more punished, I think, by stuff.
I think we were first.
We got to catch them up.
We are halfway through an episode right now, and I think that that's starting to take hold. We can't talk about that because it's not out on the main feed, but
not out yet.
All right. Let's move on to the next episode. Shake off the serious talk. I'm sorry I surprised you all at that, but it's exciting. I think that was a good chat. So, episode 32. This is the last one. Dirty Irishman, if you're still in the chat, this is episode 32. This is the one you haven't heard yet, so you can leave now. Bye. Love you.
Bye.
Episode 32, Nothing But Trouble. So as made clear in the last episode, everything is going wrong at once. Right at the start of this episode, it is revealed that the werewolf problem that Chimera was dealing with was tabled, not solved. And on top of that, Kolgoth kind of fucks with Chimera by forcing down his disguise at the worst possible moment. He's immediately surrounded by the gang that's been hunting him for a trial by combat, and they're convinced that killing him will somehow grant them power. Logren tries to de-escalate, and this is where he might be like, it's one of those things where he kind of comes off as an asshole right away. Because first he offers gold, but he also humiliates one of them to prove a point. Basically, just by being a shield that is pretending to be a dwarf at this stage. I think his AC is at like 37. I
just want to interject real quick. I think all of us, even Jasper, were all attracted to Logren in that point. Because he was so cool.
And then he pulls in the paladins to keep the situation from turning into a bloodbath. While that's unfolding, Ruby keeps her head down. She's focused on repairing and improving the gear heart, trying to make it like more practical and also adding a bunch of buttons that we're all excited to see get clicked. There is a hiccup there in that the gear heart seems to have repaired itself. And since Jasper isn't here to discuss that, we are going to hand wave it and talk about it in a later extended rest. But that's weird. That's suspicious.
I have a theory.
Oh?
Now's the time to get it in because
The
later
hag?
you get to say, I knew it. I told you.
Yeah, I told you
Like,
so.
that's
Do you think
the
it's
most
the hag?
fun.
Oh, I've already said it to all of you.
Wait, what is it? What is it?
My theory is time car.
Oh,
Time
yeah.
car?
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
That's what I thought initially. I was like, wait a minute, is somehow because we have this weird arcane engine going on,
Oh,
is it like, did it like make a weird time bubble where all the things that Ruby wanted to do, like she did already on the time in this like weird time bubble?
In the time car.
Yeah, so time car, that's my theory.
Let's see. Nythir and Veti investigate Zero's home and realize someone's definitely cleaned the place up. A dagger is missing, a prized like special dagger. And there are notes there that point towards Thane, Silver Fox, revealing that he may have been staging werewolf killings and just like they were just murders. As Chimera is quietly offered a horrific solution to his problems by Kolgoth, the episode closes with a gang willingly signing away their lives in pursuit of power while Esther Holt continues to unravel around them. Starting with that, going back to the question regarding Ruby from before, Ian, do you think Chimera would have handled this situation the same way were Ruby in the room with him at the time? Because I feel like Aura and Ruby are like opposing influences on Chimera. We're like, Aura's all in now. Like, he's do it. And I think Ruby's more of like a, hey, did you know that like this isn't great?
Hey, I don't know what's not great about it. We got the problem solved. I think that's interesting. I hadn't thought about them as being sort of like opposing. I had kind of thought of them as being both anchors similarly, though, you know. I think Ruby is someone that Chimera needs, whether he knows it or not, whether he says it or not, and that's something to keep him grounded. And I think Aura is an anchor more in that she's a reflection, and he can see, you know, he can see his behavior and influence and how that affects her and people. So and I don't think we get into it in this episode, but I think we kind of get into it somewhere, so I won't speak too much about it. But I think they're both anchors, but in different way. I think they ground him but differently. And I don't know if he would have done it a different way if Ruby was there. Because I'll be 100%, I'll keep it $150 with y'all. I didn't know what I was gonna do, and then we got there, and I was just like, blah 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 blah. Can I roll now? And then that.
Just vamp.
So in the new year, I'm going to be bringing things back like timed combat turns and things like that, and
Thought you were gonna
rewards
say
for
time
people
car.
knowing their time car. I'm going to bring back time. No,
time car is here.
Yeah,
it
it's already
is
here.
Yeah. But that's one of those rare instances where I feel like the pressures of all the other role play stuff weighing on you was the timer counting down. So you're just like, I'm going to talk until things are smoothed over for this minute, and then we can handle any one of the myriad of other things that are going on. There's Minotaur, there's this vampire thing, there's just so it's just constantly, I feel like you're just trying to stay one step ahead of everything.
Yeah, 100%. Talk until everything is fixed for this moment, and then we'll deal with everything else. Yep.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Because at Blinds.com, the only thing we treat better than windows is you.
Don't miss Blinds.com's year-end blowout sale, happening right now. Save up to 50% site-wide, plus a free professional measure. Rules and restrictions may apply.
Why, like the roleplay Dahaka is showing up every once in a while to chase you down a hallway.
Susan, I know that we've talked about it multiple times. We have recorded a couple more episodes, so trying not to veer in spoilers. So get yourself in Nythera's point of view when she was investigating everything and first found out about Thane potentially being the culprit. Does Nythera intend to expose him publicly or with surgical precision? Because she is an assassin, but also I think there's like something to be said about public justice when it comes to a situation like the one you're in right now. So like, what would, if Nythera were working alone, let's say, how would she prefer to handle this?
If she was working alone, it'd be a quiet death, but a display afterwards. It would be a surgically like precision killed, and then put him in the town square on display with all his papers exposed, so everybody would know what's up. But she's not working with. She's working with other people, so her instinct is, Logren's the plan guy. Let me give him these. See what he thinks I should do.
All right. And the last question I have that I've like planned out ahead of time, and then we can also take questions from the chat and like just chat about these episodes. But Jason, and I think this is interesting because this comes up between you and Ian a lot. When it comes to dropping the disguise self spell, how confident were you that Ian would handle that moment with grace rather than rules lawyering or getting angry? And how much trust do you think needs to build between a player and a DM before you can pull something like that off?
There wasn't an ounce of me that thought Ian was gonna.
I figured, yeah.
Or something. I will say, like, okay,
but like, would you do that in a Patreon game?
I don't look. I don't think it would go over the same in a Patreon game. I just don't.
Exactly,
I don't.
And that's interesting.
Vibe.
I think, yeah, it's a thing to pick at.
My goal in every Patreon game is to get to the point where I can do something like that and they know I'm not just trying to dick them over. There's a story thing. I want to give them a moment to do, because the problem with a lot of spells and abilities in D&D is their avoidance tactics. I don't want to fight this thing. I don't want someone to see me. I don't want, and some Patreon groups more than others are ready to trust me, and some will fight it tooth and nail the whole way down, like a cat falling off curtains. Like, and I'm trying to, it's like, hey, I can't tell you flat out, hey, this is going to lead to a cool thing, but just know that I'm not against you. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm doing something because I want to, they're like, we're trying to run spells in the A5e books as they're printed, but there's some that just don't fit our world. Gentle Repose is a good example that came up in PG1.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's like, well, this lasts for a year if we cast it at this. It's like, so you're just going to carry around a corpse that doesn't work in our world. We're going to have to, I'm not trying to take something away. I'm trying to make roleplay relevant. I'm trying to make these things mean something, because otherwise I'm going to have to sit back and you guys will have an answer for everything by like level 7. Like, like everyone looks at Wish as the ultimate get out of jail free card, but spellcasters have so many things in their pocket. Like, look at Logren now. He is nigh invulnerable. He's got a gooey nougat center, but like to get through that, man, it's like pizza that's been left out on the counter all night. Like he's got like you said, he's got like a 28-30 AC. So if you could definitely min-max yourself into a position where you don't feel fear anymore. And I get that that's the character a lot of people want to play. It's like, I'm a badass warrior. I'm level 3. I don't need to, if you're not in any danger, if the people around you aren't in any danger, and you can just MacGuffin your way out of situations, why are we doing this? Like, why are there dice involved? Why are they, I just want there to be, stakes, I guess, is the easiest way to put it.
And
Did I
could
answer the
say it
question?
with full,
I forget the question.
I could say with full confidence, anything you throw at Ian, he'll be like, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of the other thing, because there is that trust. It's like, I trust Jason. I know he's not just trying to pull the rug out from under me. If he says, oh, hey, Kolgoth takes away your spell, I'm like, okay, well, let's go. All right, whatever, whatever this is,
but there's
it's going to
be thing, right? There's there's either a reason or something happens where you're like, oh, you prick. It's, you know what I mean? Like, like, and I know I thought that came dangerously close to making you do a thing, but it was supposed to make you do a thing and getting you a little bit down the road. It's like, okay, now we got to talk about something. Like, it's,
Yeah, it's never, at least for our game, and certainly in that moment, it's not personal. I know that it's not meant to like screw me over. It's meant to It's meant to push a story forward. So and plus I like just saying that's fun.
And in this arc already, I've hit you up a couple of times after. It's like, are we cool? Like, do you want to talk about something?
Yeah.
Do you want to? Because there's some big swings, and it's gonna get bigger.
And you should, if you're DMing, listen to this. If you're DMing and you pull stuff on your players, you should check in. You should just, even if it's cool, you should say, hey, is this okay? Or how are you feeling? Like, and give people an out. But
I don't check in after the flirting episodes because I know it's okay.
Your wife is in the chat.
She knows. Look.
Yeah, we want to talk about putting things in people's paths. There's a whole army of Minotaur out there just coming into the city for
what's it called? Milking Farm? I'm aware of the meme book. I'm relevant. 6'7" and all that. And so on and so forth. Fourth Wing's really good, by the way. All right, that's, like I said, that's all the questions that I had for the group. Is there anything you guys can think of that you want to discuss in this batch of episodes? Not telling us how excited we are for the next batch, because we know. We're already excited.
Guys, it's so good.
I'm excited.
So good.
It's cool.
Oh, Pajama Party. 1 second. Sorry. It's with the deadline of the casting call approaching, how's everyone feeling about upcoming changes? What are you excited for? And what's your hope for the next year? Dan, that's a big one. Big question.
I got a bunch. If I could just
go off, King.
So, bunch of stuff coming back to Patreon. I'm doing DM Diary in a completely different way, doing Living in Theory a completely different way, because we had to find a different way. Me and Bree just don't have as much time lining up as we used to. So I'm just going to take some big swings with it. But I'm excited to have new cast members and kind of grow our family a little bit, because I want eventually to have 4 or 5 groups, some of them in Patreon, some of them somewhere else. I don't know. But I want to explore this new world with you guys more and more and more. And I miss hanging out with everybody. It has been far too long. And I feel like 2025 really got in the way of
y'all have to agree on one
fun.
Freaking game.
Yeah.
But even then, scheduling it is nigh impossible. So
it's a lot. Oh. So the ARG thing is going really well. You guys are doing great. And I promise you the payoff for it's going to be worth it. Just keep poking at it. Even if you think you're bad at it, keep poking at it. Keep doing it. You're doing great. And oh my God, Theriathon and DragonCon this year. Ooh.
I'm not. So this might be, if someone's listening to the podcast, this might be the first they've heard of an ARG happening. I think
that's why I keep mentioning it.
Yeah, guys, if you are like, oh wait, what ARG? I love ARGs. It's over on our Discord server mostly. We're talking about laying breadcrumbs pretty much across all social medias. Like we were just discussing that, like, yeah, having some on Discord's good, but like maybe we should post like some on TikTok and some on like Twitter or whatever, like wherever people go. But yeah, mostly Discord, because that's where everyone talks about it and shares the information they already have and talks to one another.
Mark asked a question.
What is your biggest swing for DragonCon 2026?
Get all the cast there.
Yeah, I was gonna say Susan.
Get all the cast there.
Get everyone together.
I would love to do a live session of Frostbourne for everybody.
Oh, that would be so fucking dope.
This year we're playing a ballroom. It's going to be our biggest live show ever. And that's where like Avengers get to do their stuff. Like I'm so fucking excited. It took us 10 years to get it, but
we need to pack it, guys. Go to DragonCon.
Yes, everyone's got to come
to justify.
We'll figure it
that
out.
We're finally getting the ballroom. It'll be great. We'll set up carpools.
I'm planning on going. We'll see how that goes, but I'm planning on it.
No,
I missed you.
No, you are going. You are going.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I booked a hotel because you could cancel it. I mean, no, I can't cancel it.
We'll figure out something. Like you're going. Ian, you're going.
I'm trying. I gotta have some things aligned for me first, but
I'll
trying.
drive you if I have to. You're going.
If I have that hotel room that I think I have, you could crash with me.
Yay.
Yeah, you might want to get that ironed out though, just to make sure.
I think I got it.
We definitely have one, and I'm trying to get extras this year, but extra hotel rooms are tough.
Yeah,
that's not something they just give away.
Mark can pick you up. Mark's good people.
Oh yeah, and I live closer to Mark now.
Yeah,
I'm Central Florida now, so I told Steve the Wiki guy, but yeah, I'm closer to you now, Mark. It's weird that I know where the listeners live.
No, I think that's information we all should know. Definitely.
Yeah.
Everyone, put your
Full
address
address.
in the chat.
No,
let's do it.
Stop.
I'll give you my address. Like it's.
Don't.
Why not?
I live here too.
What's your credit card number and those 3 funny numbers on the back? Just
just those silly little guys.
Those silly little fun guys.
He doesn't have a credit card right now.
I don't have a debit card because we just got frauded over the weekend here.
Fun. Holiday
Someone
fraud.
bought a
Love it.
shitload of Facebook ads on our account. And it's like, well, someone's advertising. It ain't us. So
yeah, we don't
call
get to
the bank.
advertise with that money, but you go ahead, I guess. We were going to use it on dumb things like rent, but it's fine. It's taken care of. But
and
he doesn't have a credit
$1,000
card
for
or
winter
a card.
tires.
We'll figure that one out. By the way, Jason, I went outside to shovel and I looked at our tires, and they aren't tires anymore. They are smooth as Ian's head. Like. No offense, Ian. It's so like it's got
none.
It's
That's a second.
lovely.
Them ball jokes fly pretty fast and free, right? Like I'm just saying.
Pretty fast. It's been like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
Is that what you
2 in an hour for both of us. Like
there
that's
was a cool down.
Yeah.
Also, I specifically said Ian and not you, so you wouldn't get offended. So there.
I'm offended on his behalf because I care.
That's fair. Okay. Right.
I think we look incredibly handsome.
You
Jason,
guys
and
both
I.
look very handsome.
I look okay. So
Stop it. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Smooth as Jasper's chin. Is Jasper's chin particularly smooth?
Jasper's
Man doesn't
chin's
have a
pretty
wrinkle
smooth.
on him. He's
No.
aging like a vampire. Any more questions out there, guys, before we pack it up? Oh, please don't actually put your address in the chat. It's fine.
That's clearly a
Did
fake
anyone
address.
actually do that?
Yeah.
Please tell me you did not do that.
I'm just in case someone
Okay.
doesn't like someone takes it for I just
No, I get it because I take things seriously all the time that aren't serious. What's everyone else excited for? I am excited for the end of 2025. Personally, I'm ready to leave this year in the fucking dust.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
For
excited to
sure.
play more.
It's a
I feel
rough-
like
it's
this
a rough
this
year.
arc has been so much fun. We are so excited. Like we message each other after the game, going, "Oh my god!" And then we're like talking
Aw.
about different things. Oh, and there are very early talks about something else that Ian, we were talking about it yesterday. that there may be something happening that's cool. But I'm just excited about how excited we are. Like how exciting this arc is, you know?
Let's take a step back. What are you talking about?
We'll talk about it afterwards because it's very early. It's very nugget, and I don't want to like crack the egg before it's hatched, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very nugget.
Yeah, I'm excited for the next time that we record, and like what happens down the line, because like there's a bit of a setup there that I'm like, what could this how could this what could this happen for down the line? It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, just the next episode. Like we left off on a hell of a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
January, guys, just
Yeah.
get ready. I might make it a premiere so we can all like listen to it together. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's gonna get good.
Big.
Anywho,
All right, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for listening to the show. Everyone's been so damn kind this year. We are going to be doing something on New Year's Eve. I think we're still trying to hammer down the time, but it'll be on the Discord server. And we're just gonna hang out with the cast, kind of talk about life, talk a lot about the show, and we're gonna have anybody who wants to join on one at a time, like listener wise, and just chat with you guys.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Yeah. So I will put out an official announcement soonish. I was gonna try to like iron out everything today. So, all right.
Happy New Year,
Thank you guys. Happy New Year.
Yeah,
Happy
thanks
New
all.
Year.